Predicting nothing, eh? No. I think they said they're getting the rules tomorrow, so I think we're getting rules tomorrow. So I think you'd be wrong about your prediction, good sir. What's up, man? Just getting this shared out. How goes your phantasm? I'm just being cheeky. Post that. Cool. Let me close this. All right, that's posting. We can flip over to this view. Turn down the music a little bit so you can hear my beautiful, wonderful voice. And then we are back. You can see I was looking at my Phantasma's bases, because that is a thing that needs to happen tomorrow. This. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to work on assembled and in arrival's hands. Back, submitted ticket, missized pieces. They should just send the missized pieces out. In Erica's hands until she gives it back. Submit a ticket inquiring about the missized pieces. The ticket, they should just send the parts to you if you ordered it. Now, if you had other problems with it, those definitely need a ticket, which I need to put in a ticket tonight or at some point. Because I had a sword that was bad that I needed to repair. All right. So tonight, the goal is to finish this. We just have one more layer of NMM to do, and I need to do the base. The second layer of NMM should be fairly quick because it's just the topmost parts. And then we have the glow to do. That's the thing. We have to do glow. But I have to do the bases NMM, which will be, I'm going to do very, very roughly and very quickly because it's just the base, so no one cares. I gave them the model number that Erica gave me. Okay, cool. That works then, yeah. Sounds like you are on track. Is she playtesting with it? Is that why she has it? Oh yeah, I guess I'm assuming she's playtesting with it. This is the color that's already on there. I'm a silly goose. I put more of this paint out that I didn't need. But I can cover this up. I dry brushed a little bit too much. I dry brushed the blue to get some color on the base. It's supposed to be like ice. Need graphite. That's what we're using. AK's graphite color. Because I have a mix of P3s and AKs. AKs I mostly have for, so like one of the blacks with AK or P3 I did not like. I did not like Thalmor black. So like I just use like AK's black. And I also have a Pro black for my bases. Sup gamer? Howdy Flindo. We were just talking about some Phantasm stuff. And then he gave me the prediction of nothing's coming out tomorrow. So, and then we are going to try to buzz through this. I'm like, it's the base. I need to put way less thought into this. Yeah, that really is the truth. And it's not even a dud. It's just like, it's not a one coverage black. And I don't know what about it causes that. but like it's a 2 coverage black. That's all that happened. See, here I am just speeding through the base here. Exactly. It's not what you expect from the black, where everything else has such good coverage. It's just like, oh, this is different. And then on this, I'm just going to touch that. Use every color at least once. That's good then. You would know. There's some colors I haven't used yet, so. Like for sure some colors I haven't used yet. And then we're kind of just sending it on the base. I don't have them or black. Is it more gray? It's not that it is black. It is a black paint. It is just thin. From the new waves. And like unnormally thin in comparison. So the more I got into color theory, the more like off whites and off grays. 100%. I do agree with that. That is a fun thing that I've been playing around with myself. Yeah, you're the artist here now. You're the one doing all this cool like studying color theory. I'm just putting paint on models, man. Just slapping it around and saying, I like this. This is cool. A little bit of extra time onto these buckles, these little side things, because they are the most prominent metal on the bottom. Mono black is like a green, black, coal black, it's very dark. It's almost black blue. Coal black is like, I don't know how to. It's like, it's just dark teal, like a super dark teal. All right, that is enough of this. Let me get this chain in the middle. I think this chain in the middle is probably going to be covered up, so I'm probably going to slap this snow freaking everywhere. Coal black does make a good highlight for black. I'll admit that. That's good. That is true. I'm going to paint one of the models I have with the plug suit color I thought of. And it's going to be highlighted with coal black, so. Now time to get some paint out of the pot. And get to work. Thinning it just a smidgen. How's my audio to music balance? Everything okay with my stream? And we're gonna work our way up from the top again. We are not gonna do this highlight on the base though. That would be silly. It's just the base. It doesn't matter. That really does sell the effect, though. This last, all good on my end? Sweet. Yeah, I'm starting to really dig how this is turning out. Hello. Looks like you're practically done. Yeah, I'm just on the final edges of the non-metallic metal. We're on the final step of my little, like, quick non-metallic metal that I've been doing. The simple 3-step process that is the 3 colors I chose because I think they would look cool, and they did. Yeah, that's what this was. It was really an animum experiment. Just like the Cephalix are experiments. This is all part of the plan. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen. I haven't like really looked for blue. Blue is like common, but it's not. Like it's common in some places and it's not in like other armies. But I think you're right. I don't think I've seen a lot of Cephalix with it. No, that's too much. Oh well. Done this side. I haven't done up more. I've gone up to there. Done all the bolts. Can touch you a little bit. Those would have been made good base toppers for my Orgoth. What's funny is how much of this topper was actually just already there. The only thing that wasn't there was the Gravedigger's chest that I added. Everything else was already there. And then this one, I just put, you'll see in my video, I just pushed this down and it became the base for that. We can go here with this line. Just went Simple Wastelands for this one? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want an overly complicated base for him, and I wanted something I could just print off and it'd be good to go. All right, time for the big chunk here. Do this. Sketch in where we're aiming to be. Grab some paint. Start in the back and then just kind of. Start in the back and then just pull it out. Push it back a little. Need more paint. And then a stronger edge highlight. We can sketch in this one. Yeah, pretty sweet. I'm a fan. It's this half of the blade that I just don't like. Just not a fan with how it turned out. That's mostly because I just didn't know how to put the shadows down in it. Yeah, I think I needed 2 bars. I also think I needed, because it doesn't have the dark blue. It just has so I've been doing dark blue in the super shadows of some places to have like the depth, but I don't think it has the depth it needs. And I think the shadows are just the bars are put in like the wrong spots to be reflective. I definitely want to bring it to Nova and be like, ask somebody who's like really good at NM, be like, hey, where did I go wrong on this? But I think you're right. I think I probably needed just 2. Man, you missed the stream yesterday. You could have told me that. Are you feeling better, though? That's what's important, as long as you're feeling better. Yeah, there it is from a distance with the final highlight. Looks better. Blend your highlight over the dark. It'll even just blend your highlight over the dark. Might need you to like draw that out because I don't understand what you mean. Because I don't want to like make the whole area silver, unless that's probably the point. $16 more paints to the collection. Nice. Oh, that's too thick of a highlight. Oh well. They're just... This is above my pay grade. Yeah, this is above mine too. Brian's like he's been messing with it way longer than I have. He's actually in our Discord that I plugged in on my last video. He's a freaking wizard when it comes to trying new stuff. I'll have the final Infinity Stone. Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to give you that, Thanos. I'm trashing him. No, you're not. I wouldn't be looking... I literally am asking you for advice because you've been doing it longer, because you're not trash at it. Is there... There's another Discord I can spam? Yeah, it's like my channel's Discord. I run it with the Hobby Nomicon, the guy we had on our podcast a little while ago. I will send you the invite if it's not in my About channel, but it should be in my YouTube About. I stick with triad painting. It works well. It is very good. Triad painting always is just old tried and true. Keeping secret Discords? It's not secret. If you watched my last video, you would have heard about it. But now I know you haven't watched my last video. Okay, I see how it is, Dragorium. I see. Yeah. Who's keeping secrets now, huh? I need to learn OSL. OSL is another thing. There's like some... Whoa, wait. Whoa, wait, what? What do you mean? Since when was I married? I'm confused. Are we married now, Dragorium? Is that how this is? Rutro. Next you're gonna tell me you like Power Rangers. The ladies love the army men. It's convenient because I'm... That's a funny joke I'll explain later. It's mostly, I bet it's mostly just because we like, our hobby is simple. We like to stay home and paint war dollies. It's a very simple hobby. It's a very simple life. Gotta came up. Catch you later. Have a good man. Take it easy. Hope all is well. Yeah, Ali, if you guys have, I'm sure you guys, everyone here has seen his work. His work is so good. Since his consumable. My wife has just accepted that, like, she's like, did you order more models? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right. Did you need more? I'm like, no. She's like, all right. It's mostly because whenever stuff, she has her own hobbies that she spends silly money on, so we both are just accepted that we're adults. We'll buy our own things. She knows I need new paints, while new models is a want. See, now the trick is you got to be like, I need a new army because it's really good and I want to go win tournaments. So I need these models, even though they don't. However, you got to twist it to be a want, man. Just kidding. Don't ever do that. I don't care if you meta chase, but don't lie to your significant other. That is big bad. Should be like, I want new models because I want new models. So we as a family can win. I believe this will be finished tonight. Yeah, this will be. I finished like this part now. This is now done. This is done. This is done. I just gotta move to the back and like this side. I'm gonna win with my new Kithgard, don't you? I sure do. I want Kithgard to be really good because I want trolls to be really good. Like more, like trolls are good now, but I want trolls to be super good and not have to be like pay the troll tax kind of thing. What's going on, Riker? How are you, man? Oh, they're good, but they're not like Orgoth good. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't have a good example of like something super good right now because like Gravediggers, Old Umbry, they're both super good right now. Old Umbry with their bears. This is a good question for you. What do you think the new so everyone's kind of getting cavalry. What do you think the cavalry for Kithgard is going to be? Or like cavalry equivalent? At least they aren't dusk. Rude. Hey, I used to play the faction. I'll have you know. I played them at my first Nova. They were actually the first faction I took to like a big tournament. Because at the time, Dusk wasn't fully out. So I was like, oh, Dusk, we're not going to be good yet. Mini tanks. That'd be funny. Like little like pygmy tanks, like grot tanks. I don't know what they could do with Kithgard since we've seen literally 3 models of render. Yeah, I'm hoping we get some more Kithgard like soon, because that's like once we get the old Umbry reveals for the 80s and the stuff. Hello, hope you're all having a good day. Drakios! Man, it's been a minute. I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping in. Another amazing Brian Blood player, painter. So many of you. So many of you. Dude, big metal slug energy? Yeah. Alright, that is that. Let's do this back part. Flindo is your other Brian Blood's compatriot. Dune buggies. Oh, dude, if they did like jungle carts, I don't know if I could handle it, because I would love that. Because like I already planned on painting them like greenskins. So if they do that, I don't know, man. I'd flip a switch. Mario Kart LMG on top. When I get it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If I do get, when I get Kithgard, if I did like yellow for them, like a yellow, I don't have a yellow army. And yellow would go pretty well against the jungle theme. Like the jungle bases I want to do for them. Could look pretty cool. Living in the comic NMM style. Thanks, man. Hobby collab. Wow, looking great. Thank you. Look at all these compliments coming in at once. I can't handle this, guys. You're too sweet. You're too sweet to me. Gator, 80 mil Crucible Guard Merc. I would love to see a Gator. If they do Gators in the winter, like they hinted at, I would love to see a Gator Merc next year. Hobby collab, how are you? I still haven't got Bell with gold, but as well at some point he certainly currently have a faction I can use him. He does not work for Scorn, which is funny enough. Trolls had the best tanks with Leadfoot and Treads and the Pie tanks. I love the fielding those guys. They could come back. I think now we're onto something with the new gift guard, and I am sold on them now. It's nice to see a painted Warmachine. It actually brings the models to life a little more than I'm used to seeing them. It's nice. Yeah. Warmachine's been getting like this big push of painted models, mostly because they did the IG paint requirement, which I'm fine with. That's a conversation we can have another time. But Warmachine's like the reason I've actually gotten so used to playing painted, because I see so many I just see you are right, the models just come to life. Gosh, you're nothing. Oh, you're funny. Doing the Lord's work, hobby collab. Doing the Lord's work. But yeah, Warmachine's kind of like the reason I like going to all these events, seeing all these cool people and these cool armies. I'm just like, man, I do want to play painted. Now, my problem is, I don't have time to practice for events and be painting. So, one of them always falls short, and then that's a mental battle I have that I'm still trying to figure out. But it slowly gets better. Oh, I mean, Mark IV Scorn, he's bound to. Whenever Mark IV Scorn, which is, I'm going to guess, I think we'll hear about it next lock and load. That's my guess. That's my prediction for the night. Next lock and load, we'll hear about Mark IV Scorn. Actually converted my Leadfoot and Treads to look like a Bonaparte. We need tank police. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I got if they do tanks for Kithgard, I could probably figure out some cool stuff for him. This is just, that is almost good to go. But they look good for the minute. Yeah, I know Riker was in here earlier. He's going to table me this weekend. He's just literally going to turn to me, and then it's going to be like, my models look cool, but they're dead. All right, that's the back. We can do a little bit right here on this part. I'm not trying to do too much here on the back. It's just the back of the model. The only person that's going to see that is me. the front of the model is where all the cool action is. You got a point. All the new models are freaking sweet. It definitely helps. And like this guy is like super dope. I'm a huge fan of this guy. He is not a fan of two kings rushing him. All right, I'll be sure to drop 2 phantasms into him this weekend. See what he thinks. Dude, I love the 80 mil space. Like the 80 mil design space they've opened up here with this like middle ground between the 120s and the 50s. Just gives them so much creative room for models that it can be so dope. And we're gonna get so many cool ideas that could not be 120s and couldn't be 50s. Because there's just so much middle ground between the two. No, I still want 120s. Hang on. I still want big models. But we're gonna get like 80 mil Vlad. Not Vlad. We're gonna get 80 mil what's Drogo? Drago? However you say his name. Like we're gonna get 80 mil Drago. Bigger is where it's at. Everyone is sort of headed that way. I think it's the right call. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that is like everyone wants bigger models, but like in terms of Warmachine, not everything can be a 120 mil because the game doesn't function that way. And 80 mils just lead a lot to helping that getting cool big models on the table. Super heavy jack stack with cheese. Yep. That is going to be cool. I really want to know what Jack Dusk is going to get. I really want them to get Imperiatus, like some Duskified version of it. How did the game go today, guys? I didn't hear you. What's going on, Voxes? Yeah, we were just playing in the bottom floor. Went well. I played into Ragemonger. Turns out Moraine's real good in a Ragemonger. But it was a good game. We played Wolves Over Heels. It went to turn 6. I think I won 15-11. But by that time, I had killed a lot of his models. I think all he had left was Grandma, Ragemonger, and Moriarty. It's true, right? Same with, you want hordes for sure. Warmachine knows how to make cool looking centerpieces. Yeah, like big chunky units and stuff like that. Like the new Chaos Dwarf, the big bowl model, and the big dude with like the metal, the big metal bull that's standing up, and then like the big like bull that he's riding. Really, those were cool models. Yes, Moriarty is very good, and Puppet Master's a pretty sweet thing to have. Turns out, rerolls are nice in a dice game. that is what that is. Yeah, you're the Harusk player too. Come on now, you know this. You're not the Harusk player, but you play Orgoth. Skaven is an army that has gotten spread right, I think. I mean, I do love me some rats. I have rat dice. I love rats. I'm the rat king. I'm the ice king. I'm all the kings. I feel like there's not enough paint on this. Maybe it's just too thin. That could be my problem. Yeah, they're doing sick enough that I was like, those are cool models. Nah, I don't need them. I have a whole Tomb King's army that I just have not painted. It's built, and it's like 2,000 points. But yeah, I am not. Warmachine is my main game, and I enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep playing it. And it kind of takes my time. I really don't like rerolls. I mean, of course I want them, but I love. There's a few models in our game that give rerolls. There are models that give rerolls a lot. But I get what you're saying. I'm going too hyper heavy on this. Unit Mark III. There's a caster, I don't know if you know, his name is Ragemonger, and his feat, like his special like once a game thing, is all ones become sixes. So if you ever roll a 1 that during your feat turn, it is now a 6, just no matter what. It is pretty fun. That is like the funnest feat I think that's ever exists. Because everyone loves rolling 6s. Nobody here plays AOS. Yeah, I've never dabbled in AOS, so I don't know too much aside from I look at the models and they're cool. Hard to have psychological bandwidth for more than one game, especially if you're doing content creation around it. Trust me, I'm aware. I used to do, when I first started this channel, I used to do Gundams and Warmachine, and I was like, okay. I think we're gonna do just Warmachine. It is way easier to, and it's like, it's still a lot of work just trying to do a lot of Warmachine content. Because like, I want to keep painting more, but like, I have a life and like a job. How dare I? Name the feat Jump the Shark. Ragemonger is so fun. I played it in the day, and the little mage static unit shamans, they walked up, and I was like, all right, they can charge my colossal. And then he goes, stir the blood. I was like, oh no. And then he gives, and then because they're blessed, I had IR on them, and they just like, absolutely like, they do, because of the feat, they do over half of my phantasm's damage. with 3 dudes. And I was like, oh, that hurts a lot. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, like I picked up, I tried to, I was like, before I started doing more like just pure Warmachine content, I picked up Infinity on the side. I was like, oh, I'll play this as my side game. I'll totally have time. I played like 2 games of that game. Super fun, but holy moly, that game. Did I airbrush the base coats? So basically, I'm sure you've heard of this cool dude named Ninjaon. I actually have a model to show you how this started. Give me a second, let me finish this line. But I took Ninjaon's idea of like unified like base coats and like underspray and just leaving the base coat there, going straight to the midtone. So this guy started with like this dark blue, and then he has like a middle blue, and then he has the bright blue that I airbrushed on. And this is her little solo that goes with her. So it's, this guy started looking like this. So then from here, I just left the dark blue in the recesses and then did the blue as the armor. No, with the good old airbrush that I have right here, a little. I think he calls that mother tone. I don't. Does he? I've watched the video like twice. I haven't heard that. I could have just missed that. Yep. This guy is getting prepped for. I'm going to Nova Open at the end of the month, so I needed this guy to get done soon. And I think it will be how I paint some of my upcoming models I have for Nova. One of my last games had a ton of fun using Ragemonger and 4 Deepborns. It's just a nasty brick that gets to eat troops. I'll kill thanks to snacking. Nice, man. I love this. Shared it with our subs. Oh, thank you so much. We'll come look for you. Yeah, where are you gonna be? We'll have to meet and chat. Small world. And I do appreciate that share, man. Thank you so much. I think Warmachine's in the big ballroom this year. Not the Warmachine, not the Warhammer room downstairs, but I think it's just going to be in like upstairs in the main room. And I'm very easy to spot. I'm just the tall, bald dude with a mustache. Might be for another artist, but I've heard things called like a mother tone since it affects all the colors on the model in some way. Oh, that's actually pretty a good way to call it. But yeah, that is like the intent by it. This is like the universal. I think he called it the universal shadow. That's what I've been calling it, and it's just to like tie the whole model together. You're doing the streaming the AOS? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll be streaming the Warmachine stuff actually. So all the Warmachine events, like the IG, all our big tournaments and stuff, I'll be streaming there too. That is kind of cool though. You just get a stream, hang out, and I wish there was a con I want to go. I want to go to a con and just to actually hang out, but I go and I play. I want to go and just be like, yeah, let's go hang out, and then like I also just want to keep playing in the tournaments. So I'll have my stream up, but I will be playing in the tournament. Because Warmachine's a fun game, man. Yeah. No, I'm not going to LVO. I would love to. I think that's going to be done by the Zero Camp guys. I think they're the ones who go out to LVO. Vegas is kind of far from me. Sounds like how Riker found me at Lockerbie. I'm 6'5" and built like a brick house. Yep. I am very easy to spot in a crowd. I also wear very bright colored shirts and shorts. So like even more so. I don't know if I'm going to go to LVO next year. That would be cool. But yeah, this year. I think Vegas are dirt cheap right now, just saying. No, I can't. I actually am running an event in our local area in Williamsburg. They're doing their first Warmachine event. So I'm doing demos all weekend, and then Sunday I'm running a steamroller. So that is my October plans. But that would be super. I have never been to LVO. It's on my list of events to go to. All we have left is this, and then we can move on to the base. And then this is as simple as just kind of stabbing this in there. And I don't know if you know about the hobby cloud. I don't know if there's a Wicked Dicey events. I don't know if you know them. There's a summer slaughter this weekend that I'll be going to up in New Jersey. So I don't know if you're near that area or not. Nice call to arms, Fox. Yeah, we're going to. I'm running the Warmachine at the call to arms. We're just be doing a simple steamroller on Sunday. So me and Ross are actually going to put on all the tables and stuff with the help of the Atlanteans and all their cool terrain they got. Frontline does a good job. New guy who runs things. Jake is a pro. Sweet. Excited to go one year. Excited to go whenever that shows up. San Jose. We do West Coast. Rock on, man. I'll have to check. I'm gonna check your channel out after my stream's done. I may not play AOS, but I do love some good painting videos. That's how I spend half my day at work. The other half of my day I spend actually working. This is cool stuff. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in. I'm trying my best to be cool at painting. This is my first time doing non-metallic metals. I'm just trying to like learn it on this model. Basically turn it into like a $70 experiment. Hotels are cheap. Going to them may come with an extended free stay at other accommodations. Just saying. Okay, Drakios. Trying to guilt trip me to go to LVO. Are you going to LVO? You're doing well with it? Thank you. Well, that's good. What do you think? Not hard, but sort of annoying. Yeah, for me, my biggest like trouble point with it right now is just knowing where, and I'll show you, like right here on the back of this, I just didn't know where to put the shadows and the highlights, so it just looks awkward to me. Hampton Roads Atlanteans, yo, what's up? But yes, Fox, I don't know if I answered you. Call to Arms, that is the event, yeah. At Call to Arms. Sorry, chat's kind of moving tonight. Nope, I'm Canadian and don't feel like a trip to El Salvador. That was free. Oh, okay. I understand now. Valid. Well, at some point, it's funny, you and Flindo are both in the north. I can't wait, since at some point, I would love to get some Canadian folks back down playing Warmachine. I know there's a lot of them that have stopped coming down because of stuff, but one day it'll all come back. Ooh, Canada, yeah, look at him. He's a Prime Bloods player too. Land of the Leaf. Inspire you to paint OU. Let's go. I'm here for it. Almost done. Just have this big giant metal axe part to do. And then this little edge right here. Looking good, man. Are the Steamforged minis resin printed? So yes and no. Paint acquired. So some of them, the majority of the armies are, but this guy is actually one of their new models they've done in plastic. And they're slowly doing more models in plastic as they get new models keep coming out. But the majority of like the big models, do I have one over here? Are resin. Made to order ones? Yeah, those are, I want to say they're all resin. Weird picking up paint at 9 p.m., but hey, whatever. Some of the older, like the ones that are coming back, like the Grimkin House. I think those will be plastic or like some form of like, I don't know, because they're bringing back a bunch of old models that were like not resin. They were like injection molded or of some sorts, or just a different production process, and they're bringing them back. I don't know how they're bringing them back. But honestly, the resin's pretty sweet. I like not having to build models sometimes. That's like my favorite thing about it. Cast resin. Thank you. Yeah, so this one was plastic like GW. He is high injection. Yeah, I have the runners there on the ground. I will grab in a second. Funny you talk about this. Brand new set just dropped today for pre-order that is also plastic. It is the some pretty cool looking snow elves and some undead looking dudes. Dragorium, if only it was that simple. I have a feeling, because like I think producing it in mass and like having it also like not have a bajillion supports that need to be cleaned up by either the person or the person, the person or the buyer is like the other thing they're trying to avoid when they like engineer these kits. Damn, bro. Okay. Right, pinkish red. Yes, it is. Broken brick is pretty sweet. Dude, all the new P3 colors are sweet, dude. I like, there's the use for all of them. Undead bone golems and dusk are like elves. I saw the new Orgoth and I was like, man, I kind of want to paint these like my Tomb Kings. Because of all the bones and stuff. Ugh. I'm a big fan of that new box. We're gonna have a sweet grass statue. They bring several back. I think they're having a third party do it. Like, they're not doing it, they're hiring somebody to do it, and like that's why they will also be made to order. But like that was also Last Adepticon. I could totally then be like, oh, we're just gonna print them all. For like, we're just gonna put the files out on my mini factory and be like, yeah, you could print them all. Because like they're been doubling down on the my mini factory stuff, which rocks. All right, there's that. Nope, too much, too much, too much, too much. Oh, just good job, me. Dark Night Elves. Dude, it would be really cool if you printed like a bunch of slaughterhouses and made like a narrative table with it. Like if you walk near the house, that like it has a chance to activate and then turn into a slaughterhouse. And then like if it turns into a slaughterhouse, you then go and like fight it or like run away from it. I gotta go later. Again, the models look great. Can't see it finished by L. See you, Drakios. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Definitely run out of paint on my palette, but I am in the home stretch of this model, so. I'm gonna have to touch that line up. I messed it up a little bit. What are the go-to points limits in official competitive events? How's the faction balance? Right now, in big events, you have 2 100-point lists. And then when you face your opponent, you both reveal, like, I'm going to play caster A, and they're like, oh, I'm going to play caster B. 100 points, like, for example, this guy and this person are 20 points, so you got plenty of models. And then faction balance, I'll let others also speak on that. Like, I think it's in a really good spot. Every army of like the new armies has a caster that can perform well at the high-end events. Now, like, how many of their casters perform well, and like, it's not always like Orgoth, for example, is one of the armies. Like, it has like one really good caster, and the other ones are kind of just meh. So when it goes to events, it plays one caster. But there's armies like Brinebloods where you have like 2 or 3 good casters, but like then it comes down to like the player making them like really good. It lets the player really stretch out. Like, no army is inherently bad, if that makes sense. Orgoth OP, Kador up. Yeah. But yeah, if you look at like Warmachine events right now, you see a pretty good mix of players. I'd say Crix is probably the one that's performing the best right now, just overall. Like, as a whole, I think Crix is probably one of the top performers. Who do you remember if there was like trolls? Was it dude armies are always bigger? Yeah, I was wondering if you watched Wolf versus Foulblood, like the most recent Tried and True battle report, where there's like, I'm pretty sure both of those are like dude heavy armies. Because like my army, like I play Dusk, like the elves. It has so few models compared to other armies. Mostly because all my stuff's like heavy elite infantry. I think it might have been. Yeah. That is like the those, you watch the 2 like dude spam casters. I think you did. You managed to do that, and that's just funny. It's not bad. It's just like, those are the 2 dude spammy casters that are out right now. Because Foulblood, like, his whole feat just walks up, everyone's drunk, and then Wolf's feat is like, I walk up, if you kill one of my warrior models, my jack gets to punch. I promise you, I didn't know Orgoth were strong. But I will say, even the big armies, like at a tournament, you have an hour clock each, so that ends up being like 2.5 hours with like, hey, I got to use the restroom, or like, hey, we're gonna talk about the scoring in between turns, kind of thing. So, but yeah, there it is. All the non-metallic metals done. Oh, I missed a spot. Never mind. Not done. It's not a major spot. And then we'll start working on the base. Cool. I just played what's cool. I promise you I didn't know. Yeah. Orgoth, but like Orgoth is like one of those armies like Dusk that's also kind of in a weird spot right now, because of the fact that like just cracked my back. Because we're waiting on releases. All right, so now we can do some of the paint the glowy bits on this dude. Just to do that, I'm going to use a white ink. Oh, I didn't do the highlight there. You're right. But yeah, we did the highlight on the chains earlier, and it's not super bright. I gotta do these chains out here. I step away. Yeah. I step away for 1 second and you finish the model. Pretty much. Sweet. Menoth time jump or something? I don't think there was a time jump. I'm not too caught up on the lore, but Menoth are coming back at Adepticon 2026. They didn't say if they're coming out at Adepticon 26, but they're at least going to be announced. So Menoth will be a thing again. I want to thin this down just a little bit. A droop of water, please. And then I think they've talked about Scorn being a thing. They just didn't say when, but eventually. Now we're just working on the glow. Then all of these, oh, there's water up there. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot. They're like all the other armies, like they're getting like lore updates and stuff too. So we know Menoth's like cooking up an update in the background. I don't know why they changed to read the lore in the apps. I think they just put it in the app because, like, I don't know. I'm not them, and I don't read the lore too much. But like for them, I think putting all the lore in one spot, because like my problem with the lore before was I could never read it because I never knew where it all was. But now I don't read it because I'm also lazy, so like I can't use that as an excuse. I would love for them to reprint the books. That would be awesome because like I really love this game and I want to have like printed copies of this stuff. I don't want to read it on my phone. Charging for it is what I'm questioning. Oh, I get you with the app like behind the paywall for the that's a valid. I think they try to ease it with actually giving people this model for it, but I'm no business person. I think what's enticing a lot of people to start armies is actually like their move with My Mini Factory. They're like, hey, you get a free caster from the new army that you don't have yet every month, almost. And then people are like, oh, I have the caster for it, so like I might as well pick up some of the models. I think that's like, that was part of their reasoning for that, which fucking smart by them. And we got the glowy bits starting to come up now. Anything over there glowing? Nah. Cool. That's all that glows. We gotta wait for that to dry. Okay, there are the resolutions. Paul Andre looking dope. Thanks, man. Next up will be this voltaic blue. Which is a very, very bright blue. I might mix in some rune shot just to dye it down a little bit, and then we can highlight with white. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Oh, that would be cool. I would love a printed rulebook that also had a bunch of lore. Not, yeah. I hope we get an update for all that stuff at Lock and Load, the upcoming con. I hope we get an update for all that. I like all the blue. Thank you, man. Really liking how this model's turning out. I think the copper was a good call on my part, and just to warm up the model. It needed that second metal tone, I think. Which, funny enough, Hampton Roads Atlantean was like, you should do 2 metal colors. I was like, you're probably right. So I did. But next I will need this. Which is, where's my white craft paint? This, and some glue for the snow. The snow is right after all this. And the only thing I probably won't be able to finish tonight, because I want the paints to fully cure, is I'll do the rust on it. I'll just put little dots on it with some enamel paints. But I'll probably do that tomorrow, just little bitty dots. Not going to do any of the not doing any painting soon until after we move, getting the condo ready to list. I mean, like, life comes first, man. I totally get that. But is the new place you're going to, is it going to be pretty sweet? Are you going to get like a whole painting room? I want this brush. A little bit of wooter. Maybe more water. A little bit of white. Hobby room. We got a few extra. Definitely have more space. Heck yeah, dude. That's the best part. You finally get to upgrade your setup. That's what we do this all for, is have freaking dope setups that we will barely get to use because we're adults. When we moved into our current space, I was like, oh, I'll do all this stuff. My current setup is like definitely not my, it's starter form. They have the balls to bring back the agonizer in today's self-class. Brian, were you an old Scorn player? Or is Agonizer a Menoth model? This is like before. I don't know old models like that. I started at the tail end of Mark III. And in the start of Mark IV. An old Scorn fellow, haven't played. It'll be baby Vlad. Oh no. Oh, that's rude, but I like it, Paul. That's pretty good. Scorn are coming back. I don't know what they're gonna have for them. But like that, there are a few like older Menoth models. I was like, are they gonna do those? Are they gonna bring those back? Like, how are they gonna bring Menoth back? Reaper Covenant's gonna be funny. Reaper Covenant, you're so silly with the baby Vlad joke. To add context to him, to the baby Vlad joke, in the lore right now, baby Vlad was like attempted to be kidnapped by Orgoth, and the old Umbri, the new Khador army, like saved him. But yeah, I was actually gonna say, the Starved, as Henterez said, you beat me to it. It has gnawing pain, I think the rule is. Missed a spot right there. Oh boy. Now let's stab him in the belly button. Wash my brush first. I need to get a third paint rack for wave 2. The 2 I have now are becoming crowded. Yeah, I am in the process of paying my buddy to 3D print me a bunch of paint racks, because that is something that I need for my P3s. Cool. That looks sweet. I like the way that looks. For Menoth. Zoo, Menoth, Zoo, City of Flame, Fiora, Rebels, Sect. Or the Crumbling Diminishing Protectorate. My bet is on Zoo, but City of Flame would be cool. I didn't get Wave 2, I mean, you got plenty of time. The Pledge Manager to get like Wave 2 later if you want. It'll hit stores that of your local gaming stores that carry it, and it'll be at events after next year, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I also have speed paints. I like my AK quick gens. They're pretty sweet. I would love to see more Fiora stuff, because Fiora is a cool model, and more Fiora would be cool in my life. Or Dino Menoth. If they still do Dino Menoth after all of this, like, we're not doing Dino Menoth, oh, that would be so fun. I don't think they'll do it, but, like, it would be pretty cool. Just going through and adding little lines and dots on the glow. Keeping it. Oh, okay. Let's just not stab the model apart. We don't. Yep, I'm in the same boat as Flindo. I decided it was going to be my full range paint. Oh, I gotta paint this like little dial thing. Forgot about this. This might take a few coats of this. I don't really have minis outside of Warmachine other than D&D minis. They are some pretty rad minis. I do enjoy them. Have you seen the new Scorn model they did? The one, like the one mercenary, the Bela Ghoul guy? All right. I'm happy with that. Quite happy with that. I don't know if he'll focus on his belly. Yeah. Kind of hard to tell, but there's little lines and all the dots. And all the glow is... Oh, I'm silly. There's one more set of glows. Not that paintbrush. This paintbrush. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I'm missing any spots here. I'll have to do a few layers of the white on that. Is not Scorn. He's a living elf that became a pain giver while Scorn and Ios were allied at the end of... Oh, that's kind of cool. He kind of got fat for an elf. Not gonna lie. But that is this guy. We can do up the crafty paint time. Where's my little shtick that I use? I'll be right back. And remember, hydrate. Oh, Belgo work. I don't want my bottles downstairs. Bring it with you. The forthcoming army will... It might be the other dragon army coming out, because there's another one coming out next year, supposedly. We just don't know when. All right, there. So now we do my typical. Oh, this is not the paint I had before, but this is another paint I had. All right, this works. A little bit less white this time. Some thick paint, boy. Oh, man. My hands were full. All right, and then some snowflake. He literally has no nose and squirt bumps on his head. Does he have pointy ears, though? Does Scorn have pointy ears? Because that would make him an elf person if he has pointy ears. Let me zoom out so you just don't get a face full of arm. You can see what I'm doing a little bit. Oh yeah, I 100% think that they're coming first. Just because of like the box, the 2-player box being what it was, I think they're up first. But I think dragons will be after that, and then after that will be Menoth. So right now I'm just mixing up kind of like roughly equal parts of PVA glue, white paint, and snow flock. I probably will need some more. But this is just to kind of get like a slush, a mush of all of this together for us to apply. I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Scorn does in fact have pointy ears. So is Scorn just elves? Is that what you're telling me? So I've been playing Scorn this whole time. Flindo, is that what you're saying? It's just a different form of it? I might have a newfound respect for Scorn, being pointy ears and all. All right. Wash off this. And then we start applying it. We're gonna get a smaller brush for this though. Where's a crappier brush? Here it is, cool. Now we can zoom in a little bit for this. Come on, come here. Kind of just using this to cover most of the box here. On the edges here. And kind of just applying it everywhere. We're probably going to need more. This is not working for applying it. Poleskate, what's up, man? Just applying some snow effects right now. You can be kind of afraid. Don't have to be afraid of like getting it up onto the chest here, because we're just gonna we're gonna pack this part in right there. Yeah, just let gravity carry that around. And then we did paint the skull, so we want to leave a little bit of a gap there to show that we did paint it. And on some of this, I'm going to thin this out kind of a lot. Like I don't want it super thick in this area. We're just going to spread it around. Aberration? Crab Claw? Let it snow. What's up? Yep. Jake Watchman, what's going on, man? Getting our snow down onto this guy. We're just going to kind of apply it up onto this thing a little bit. How's it going, Jake? How are you doing? And then we're just gonna pack this around the sides here. Get off my brush, please. There we go. Thank you. This is why I didn't put too much detail into painting the base, because we're going to cover most of it. I need some chill. Hey, hell yeah. And of course, dude, happy to. Been streaming pretty much every day as I prep for Nova, getting this guy and like some of the other stuff ready. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow night though, because it's just gonna be like boring phantasm building. And then I have some stuff I had to take care of around the house, so like I probably won't have that much time. Still waiting for mine. Sub had a problem. Oh no. Playing Dusk? Yeah. So he is going into my Hazaroth list. Because that is where he belongs in Dusk, is with Hazaroth. He probably has some spots in the other Dusk casters, but I think Hazaroth, he enjoys it the most. And we're trying to build the effect like there is deep snow here, but all this stuff was placed on top. So like that's why it's still going to be revealing it. And then we'll put some... I'm just totally covering up this gun barrel that I painted so well. Some Killer Mr. Free vibe, I like it. Yeah, I've gotten that a few times. I do like that look that it somehow accidentally gave it. And all those gun casings back there will probably get covered up. Took a day off painting today. Dude, that's totally worth it. That's totally okay. Like that's why I'm kind of taking tomorrow just to kind of build and relax. You've been cranking away at your models too, so like a little break is like well deserved. Maybe I did mix up enough. I don't know. My heart's still thinking of Warmachine. Yeah, I ended up paying a buddy of mine to paint all my Infinity models. I was like, I want to paint Warmachine more than I want to paint these right now. But I wanted to have a painted Infinity army, so I was like, hey, can you paint these for me? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, cool. Now that that's there, we can use this brush to kind of spread it around a little bit. And then once this is dry tomorrow, I'll probably apply a frost effect to everything, and that'll be like the little final touch. And pack all this in there. Gonna put some of this up here. A little bit, like little pockets of it in there, kind of thing. And put some of this stuff in the crease right here. It's like getting stuck in there. And then let's do, I need a bigger, oh, this is actually perfect. Okay. Okay, maybe not perfect, but it'll do kind of thing. The Phantasm came in this beautiful white box that I'm going to use to pour snow into. I'll get back into Affinity at some point, but it's not a priority. Yeah, Affinity is not going anywhere. The game's actually just doing really well right now. So when I do my snow, the final effect is I take some of the snow flock on the wet paint, and I just... Oh, hang on, I missed a big spot. So maybe don't miss spots and then do this. I wanted to cover all of that. And some touches of this stuff kind of there, just kind of spread it around. Cool. Now we're good. Now we set this guy down in here. And we definitely need more though. This is a big boy. He's got a lot of base. this box will be perfect for cleanup. So we're gonna get a little bit more on top of this thing. That much more, and then we're gonna take some of this off. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. And just smooth it out a little bit, roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a base. And then we just fire the base cannon. How's your content been doing this summer? I put up my first good video in 3 months last week. That's awesome to hear, man. I mean, like, I think mine's been doing pretty good. I haven't, like, the videos are all, like, all my videos have been fairly consistent, I'd say. Which is, like, all I can ask for as, like, a Warmachine person, I think. Like, consistency is, like, consistency and a little bit of steady growth. Because, I don't know if you notice, I'm at 705 right now. And I did not start this year at 705. So that was pretty cool to hit. I think at 750 we'll do another giant dice roll. Wipe the extra snow off. Consistency is king. Yes, Tyrant, you're the king. But yeah, there we go. All snowed up. Gotta do the rim tomorrow and then add the frost effect. But otherwise, he is donezo. Put all this back. All right. So good. The growth of Warmachine, some would say an Ice King. The growth of Warmachine generally helps too. Oh, 100%. Like, the growth of the game has been phenomenal for it, because it's like the more people are interested in it, the more people who post, obviously. It's sub 400s. That's amazing. You're growing like crazy. Yeah, man, I've just been posting fun things I like to do, and it's just been, people are liking it, and that's all I can ask for. It's pretty awesome to be able to share the things I enjoy doing with other people in the fun, wacky ways I like to paint. So good. So yeah, 2 more hours of work, and we finished up the non-metallic metal, did some glow effects, and then got the snow on the base. What's next for him? Not something I can do tonight, but it will be that brush and this paint. Focus. Rust. So that one felt really light. No, it's not. Yeah, we're gonna touch some tomorrow. I'll touch up some of the rust. I'll kind of just put it on the chains and the little dots and stuff. Yeah. I had to get icy yellow finally, since I didn't think sulfur were different enough. No, icy yellow rocks. It's also like great to mix in for other highlights. Like, hey, I need one step up that's not white. Oh, what do? Oh, mix in some icy yellow. It's a fantastic color for that. It's actually what I used on the barrel you can no longer see. You can see it on this one a little bit. Let me get it to focus. It is the final highlight I used on that, like, gold look. Less is more to remember. Is more to remember. Yeah, just like little bits. I missed 61 messages? What the heck? Yeah, let's clean up a little bit while we're waiting for stuff to dry. That goes there. This goes in the garbage. Mixed up just enough snow, which is kind of rare. I usually have to mix up more. Another good use for makeup brushes is to clean up a desk. It's like a broom, but for your models. They're just calling you about your car's extended warranty. What's up, Tyrants? How are you, man? Get that Q-tip out of here. Cool. All cleaned up. Paper towel. That's my nice phantasm. I want to leave that there. You're good. You're good. Good. Good, good, good. How goes your old hombre? Oh, excuse me. Excusez-moi. Well, I'm actually going to use this paint bucket to put all my paints in for Nestella that I'm going to paint next week. I have to stream tomorrow. I'm so silly. Ignore me what I said earlier. We're streaming tomorrow. We're talking about, because the rules are coming out tomorrow. And Tyrants, if you want to stream tomorrow with me, I would love to do like a rules stream on the new stuff. Because they're coming out tomorrow and I'm very excited for it. I had to get back in the painting swing. The bug will catch you and then you won't be able to stop. I don't need that. That goes there. Sweet. So there's all the paints I used on that model. Some of these are not used, they were just tests. Let me see if I can make that happen. Yeah, I want to stream tomorrow about talking about the new stuff for sure. I don't know what I'll paint because like the Phantasm is what needs to be painted next, but it needs to be airbrushed. So maybe if they drop in the app, we could do a war table game with them and just chat about it. It'd be kind of fun. I like old hombre. That was, I didn't think Kithgar was gonna be so soon, and then I saw the reveal, the timeline. But like, I'm happy old hombre is a thing, but it's like I'll let other people enjoy that because that's for them. This goes there. Yeah, we could just do some quick games. Like, yeah, we'll do 100-point games, but we don't have to play them out. We can kind of just see what they do, like talk out the turns. Paul Andre, thank you for the subscriber. I see you. 70 should be 706 now. Who called me? Nobody important. We did this. We did that. We did this. We need to do that. Wow, that'll be fun. Maybe we can get Erica or some other Dusk players in there. Because this is going to be covered with airbrush stuff tomorrow. But that is it for me to stream tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to finish getting cleaned up here. and head to bed. The Aberration is in a fantastic spot. I am so happy with how he has turned out. He has like 2 things left that I'll do tomorrow, and then I'll have final photos and a video up for you next Wednesday on it. He's definitely been a fun experiment. I think he turned out awesome. Yeah, thanks guys for joining me for the journey. We'll let this dry. We have, where is it? Where is the paint? Actually, we have 2 more things to do, but both need to be done tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, we have Frost Effect and Rust. So I'm gonna stop talking before I start rambling. Good night, guys. Love you bunches. What is it? It's this one? This is the new one that kids are doing? Or you have this one? Yeah. Anyway, love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, and stay tuned to socials and Discord for when it will go live. Not sure when we're going to go live, but it'll be at some point. Good night. Mwah. Smooches, y'all.